All right, let's see who is up this Friday night. What's going on? Let me know if y'all can hear me well. The sound is good. I put my AirPods in for Facebook. Brandon, you are always the one first on my live stream. Thank you so much. So I got trying to fix my hair. Amari and on Facebook from California. Yeah, my audience is building up. Brandon, hello. Everyone, give me the thumbs up if you can hear me well. Let me know how my sound check is. Hello, Rod. Brandon, thank you for the thumbs up. Hello, Miss Bowes from Facebook. Thank you for the digital love. I've had very few comments, but some comments from people that I recognize. Thank you so much. The names of my people that's joining me live. Thanks for the thumbs up too much. And, maybe I don't stay focused, right? But I do like to say hello and greet my followers and sometimes answer questions that maybe I should not answer in the middle of a live. But you know what? That's why we do live. That's why we are live, to do that, to offer you all those premium services. Let me see what's going on Periscope. I think my battery is down. So I'm not sure if I can get on the scope right now. Rick, I'm so glad that you're on, right? One of the things that I wanted you to comment on, Rick, was you made a comment that silver and gold is being accepted now in, was it Los Angeles, as monetary payments? And it's something else you said, Rick, about silver and gold being accepted. So hello, Mr. Davis on Facebook. You are on Facebook and whatever platforms. Make sure you hit like and share. Okay, Rich says Las Vegas. Good evening, everyone. Live Life says, is this a good time to purchase a home or should I wait it out? Okay, so you do know that this is a financial education channel, right? Meaning that I do not give financial advice. but I have heard that there are, hold on one second. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to go live on my YouTube, but I did hear that there are currently some restrictions on FHA loans. At this time. So if you were looking to get qualified under FHA loan, this might not be a good opportunity for that. Now, once all of that is taken care of, I do suggest that you look within the first couple of months, within the next months ahead, and look into purchasing a home then. Wait it out, maybe 4 or 5 months. Make sure that your cash flow and your financial situation is on good terms, right? Make sure your cash flow and financial situation is on good terms, and then you would definitely be in a great position to purchase a home. With job security, the lowest interest rates on mortgages and financing that there have been in a while. So you definitely would be in a good position. Just wait it out for a couple of months. So basically, I'm going to get with Rick. So you're saying in Las Vegas, Rick, that they are currently accepting payment and silver and gold coins. Let me get this on Periscope going. Give me 1 second. All right, and silver and gold coins. One thing, if any of you all follow Dr. Boyce Watkins, he just did a great live on the topic of, hold on. He just did a great live on the topic of this pandemic and the illness that's being spread. So he brought out a lot of good topics that you all should know from the facts that most people that are diagnosed with this illness has already had underlying health issues, right? Underlying health issues. So and then they are in the older or elderly price range, or not price range, the older elderly age range, right? Age range. So don't want you to be in fear or a scare tactic, but I do want you, if you've been following this for some time, to continuously to build your immune system, because radioactive waves, radiation in the air is a very serious health concern. Right now I'm drinking vitamin water. All right, so let's talk about credit, crypto, and coins, in particular silver coins. One thing I can say, oh wow, Brandon had, it's crazy. You can buy a car 0% interest rate for 84 months. And that's 3 months of deferred payment. So what I'm trying to get people to understand, that there are so many Americans right now that have an $800 a month vehicle monthly payment. It's too high. Oh, it is so many Americans that have the option of paying their mortgage, their mortgage debt, right? But it's front loaded with interest only payments. Front loaded with interest only payments. And so, you know, there were times past where my great grandmother would tell me, she would show me, you know, silver, and she would say, or she would inform me that this is what we used to use, you know, for money. This is how we purchase our goods and services. And the conversation for you in the near future is you're going to tell your kids that this $20 bill that's showing maybe on your left, or my left, maybe showing on your right, but I'm holding them in my left hand, is what we used to use, right, to purchase goods and services with. And so I just wanted some feedback. I have a list of cryptos that I'm currently investing in. Again, this is a financial education channel. I'm not here to give you financial advice. You speak with your own financial professional in that area, that arena. But I want you all to know what altcoins or smaller cryptocurrency coins function in what office. Like if you get the RFID tags or ID, you know, tags that's coming, then you definitely want to know what altcoins will be used to power that, right? Banks are closed right now, so they have plenty of time to work on digitalizing currency, because a lot of the lobbies are closed. So banks are really looking at the people that will be working on getting personalized loan. I really feel like this is down time for them to work on this transition, this wealth transition of digitalized currency, right? And so they're not really lending right now, because you will have to go personally in the bank offices to do that. So that's why I say, if you are interested in being a home buyer to make sure that you wait a couple of months if you continue to have your job and you have the cash flow coming in. Housing market is going to take a big crash and in the near future, right? And also the FICO10 is coming at the end of July. So Jesus on YouTube said, yeah, that's nuts. Rick said, yes, California new car lots are easily settled items and low credit score, right? And that's what I always get people into trouble, because they have low credit scores and they get approved for financing, knowing that they cannot really afford that house or their car, right? And they get into financing with the low credit scores, and it's sooner or later it comes tumbling down. So another thing I want to discuss, and then I'm getting back to doing credit. I'm trying to look it up at this time. One of my followers on YouTube informed me about a new credit score that's currently showing on my FICO.com. Now, if you know anything about my FICO, then you know that this is where you get your true credit score, not Credit Karma, not from Credit Sesame or Mint, which is your Vantage score. So you get your true credit score from my FICO.com. And in my FICO.com, this is how does the FICO Resilience Index work? That's what I'm pulling up now. How does the FICO Resilience Index work? So Rick said he's seen it too. Exactly what does this mean? It says the My FICO Resilience is focused on predicting how resilient a person's credit may be in the event of listen, you all got to listen to this. So you can share this on YouTube as well. Share this on Periscope, Facebook. Share this to your timelines on Facebook. And hit the thumbs up button for Periscope. Periscope and just do the hearts, but Facebook and YouTube. But because it's focused on predicting how resilient a person's credit score may be in the event, listen at this, in the event of an economic downturn. The index uses bureau information only, right? Bureau information only. To create the index, FICO evaluated hundreds of thousands of anonymous credit profiles from several points in time, right? Hundreds of thousands from anonymous. Listen at this language, including before and after the Great Recession. Okay, including before and after the Great Recession. We look for patterns in customers' profiles who ended up missing or making payments in the Great Recessions. Wow. So they're talking about the Great Recession back to 2008. Consumers who were considered more sensitive to financial stress presented a greater risk of default, right? So what that means by more sensitive to financial stress is high debt ratio, including installment loans, vehicle loans, mortgages. Were considered at greater risk of default, while consumers that were considered more resilient were more likely to continue to make on-time payments, right? So that means you don't have a lot of student loan debt, vehicle debt, mortgage debt, or rent payments coming out, including your credit cards as well. If your credit profile looks similar to that, you will consider more resilient. Your FICO Resilience Index will likely be lower. The index has a range of 1 to 99, 1-99, where lower values indicate a person may be more resilient in the event of economic downturn. And so this is just released by my FICO. So for the people that are still trying to sell you AU trade lines, You're not going to make a good return on your investment. Okay. Someone says, this is in addition to the current FICO scores. It's available to lender right now. Exactly. So, I have been forecasting this, that FICO10 is going to come, it's going to be in full effect. And some people that sell AU trade lines, that, they say, well, you don't know. Yeah, I do know, because they learned from 2008. And they are not going to let risky borrowers or consumers who are at risk continually to give them, put them during this great global depression, put them further in bad debt, right? So this is more evidence for me than ever that FICO10 is coming at the end of July. It's going to be in full effect. And a lot of people who could use credit unions like Navy Federal and PenFed to really help them in cases of emergencies, or to just help them to invest, because real estate housing market is going to take a big crash, and you're going to find real estate and houses at great sales. You're going to find great deals, whether you want to be a home buyer or an investor. Now is the time. The wealth transfer is here. My FICO has made changes to their credit scoring system. Credit Karma was bought out by Intuit and have made changes to their credit reporting system as well. And even Experian, who is currently using the FICO8 model. Now, when you log into Experian, it says credit and finance, right? It says credit and finance. So it's letting you know that it's not just going to look at, when you purchase AU trade line, a 30-day snapshot. It's going to look at your financials, meaning how much debt distress you're in as well. So how will silver play a part of this? What role will silver play in the event that we change to the digital dollar? Well, silver is going to play an important role in this, because silver is not only money, but it also operates as an industrial metal or commodity, meaning that industrial uses for silver will make it way, your return on your investment way higher than gold. Meaning that gold is about $1,700 an ounce, $1,700. Silver is, if you can find it online, right, it's about $25 an ounce. But because silver is used in more than one way as far as monetary means, because silver and gold is real money, it's been here since the beginning of time, it's God's money. And, as much as they try to fool you to think this is money, this is just a debt. And I went live today and I explained it. It says this note is a legal tender for all debts, public and private. So in 1971, meaning that the only amount of gold that was in the bank's vaults or the bank's possession could be used to print out or to digitally transfer money, right, from the feds. But after the dollars was taken out the gold standard, one of the reasons why was France was on their way to retrieve their gold from the U.S. banks and on a warship. So France had bundles and bundles of this, and they said, we don't want this monopoly money. We don't want this printed currency. We don't want this. We want our real money, which is the physical gold. And President Nixon got aware of that and took the money off of the gold standard, and they were not able to retrieve their gold. And I asked a really, now that I look on it, hindsight is always 20/20. I think I asked a really dumb question to a dealer at the pawn shop that I was speaking to. And I said, why didn't France come over on a plane, right? If they would have came over on a plane, they would have traveled here quicker. And before President Nixon can make those changes, they could have retrieved their gold. And he said, well, the gold was too heavy to export back on a plane, right? So they had to come in a ship. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I don't even know why I didn't think of that in the first place. So yeah, that's it for that. FICO 10 is coming. Also, credit right now is cheap. It is cheap, meaning that the banks are giving away money at very low interest rates, and you still let me see what this says. Oh, this is another pop-up. And so you still can be a part of the wealth transfer people, but I can tell you one thing that has been ruling this kingdom, this financial kingdom for years, and it's been credit, and it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay, right? Learn how to use credit to invest and not be a consumer. And so that's all I want to come to you very quick. I've been very overwhelmed. A lot of people getting their credit preparing for FICO 10. If you watch Dr. Boyce Watkins' last episode on his thoughts on this pandemic, it was very good. So maybe if he upload, I caught the live on Facebook. He may have uploaded on YouTube as well. I think y'all need to listen to that. Very concrete facts that most people are disconnected with this CV have been people with pre-existing conditions, right? And his trust about how it's reported. Because even with the stimulus check is quite strange, I would say, that it's coming right along the time of census. And they are saying cash, but I listened to Jim Cramer interview someone today, and it's not cash checks in a sense. It's for people who already have checking accounts or electronic checking. So I think it's twofold. It really wants to take care of two things. Number one, how many people have checking accounts because this digital currency is coming. And number two, to get a more accurate account of the census and addresses, right? So if you want my silver stacking report, go to my website, www.fixmycreditandcash.com. And hold up, this thing is being sensitive. So let me just cut it off. www.fixmycreditandcash.com, and stroll all the way down to the bottom of the first page. And there you will find instructions on how to get that silver stacking report. And also, I'm contemplating whether I should do a queen of crypto report to just let you all know what cryptocurrency that or altcoins that I'm currently investing in myself. So if I have enough people to hashtag in the comments that you have a desire to know, because I'm expecting this digital currency to take place within the next 3 or 4 weeks. So you need to be positioned for those cryptocurrencies. A lot of people just know about Bitcoin, but they don't know the smaller cryptocurrencies that's going to play a big role that they can come in now and get for as little as less than $1 a share, that will play a big role in the transition of this digital dollar that's being released. Okay, Rick says California is supposed to change credit laws. So is Nevada, waiting for that to happen. Hopefully, LaTanya can get you some good information on that. Rick, I'm going to be honest, I've been so overwhelmed with credit that I do take the time to research other things and look at the stimulus package, look at things like the stock market. But these people have just been coming in. That's why I haven't really been able to sit and do a live. Whenever I go out to get some things, whether it's to build my immune system or to get groceries, I try to go. And I tell people all the time, you definitely want to get vitamin D into your system during this time is sunlight. So if at least sit out or your steps, if you're in an apartment, whatever you have to do, or get out and work in the yard to get your vitamin D and build your immune system for this. And so, yeah, Rick, it is overwhelming, but you keep your up. Some things that I'm using is emergency. Let me just cut this off. Give me 1 second. Okay. Because my iPad is kind of acting up on me, so I had to get off of Periscope. So you definitely want to get some emergency and to get black elderberry if you can go out and you want to get that sunlight. You want to build your immune system. And I want you all to do this on your own. Go and research on Google what the last outer layer of the sun is called. Right? You wouldn't believe it. The last layer, the outer layer of the sun. Now, you do know that too much UV rays can deplete you of your vitamin E and cause skin cancer. But as much as you can get out there, it also builds vitamin D and builds your immune system as well. And listen to Dr. Boyce Watkins. And again, you want me to do a Queen of Crypto report, leave in this comment whether you're watching this live or on the replay, hashtag Queen of Crypto. I'm not giving financial advice, but I am letting you know what smaller altcoin does function, what function it does, and what I'm investing in, right? And why I'm investing in that. You need to position yourself for prosperity, people. This is the biggest wealth transfer. You need to get and I'm not talking about the other C. And I'm not saying his name because YouTube will demonetize my videos. So I'm not talking about the other C, right? I'm talking about coins, which is silver, which this is going to explode, physical silver. And let me tell you, the things that you really cannot invest in right now are scarcity. That's why you cannot purchase silver on many websites that were dealing in silver, like SD Bullion, Ampex. Those dealers is not available, right? So you need to know what to get so you won't be taxed on the capital gains. That means the profit that you get when you sell back your coins. And you need to understand why silver would be a big deal when this happened, because it's an industrial metal as well. So I recommend coins and silver, crypto, and get your credit straight and prepared. A lot of you are at home, you have that down time to do that, right? So let me get back to credit. If I don't have any questions right now, no one have any questions, I'll give you 2 or 3 minutes. And people, please follow the instructions on what to do when I'm working with you to help you get your credit in position. This is not, I don't do a done for you service. I do a done with you service. Ms. Bowles on California had a great question, and I answered it, meaning that you're going to have to do some things too. You're going to have to get your affidavit done. You're going to have to call the credit agencies. Per my consultation and request, you're going to have to notify me when that big white envelope comes in the mail. You're going to have to log into your report with Experian and Equifax and know how to and see your updates. Experian is really, really good at updating you on their website. And that's something I consult all of my clients to do, is get their free account. And I look at the bell notification sometimes on their Experian account, and they haven't even checked the notifications. It can be over 100 notifications on there that they haven't even logged in to check. So this is a done with you. Get great results with your credit and permanent results. So Ms. Bowles said, how can I get silver then? Ms. Bowles, I'm pretty sure you won't be self-contained. They're saying online that it's an estimated 4 to 6 weeks. So at least you can buy the report to get yourself educated on what to buy. So when it becomes available, you can be, ready to purchase, ready to invest in it. Another thing, if you're not on quarantine, for me, myself in Mississippi, I found a great local dealer. Go to your local pawn shops, go to your precious metal dealers, and then go on my website and order that silver stacking report. Is for a small investment of $25. So go to FICO10 stroll all the way down to the bottom, get that silver stacking report, right? It's really, really going to help you to be able to know what to purchase and what to look for in that event. All right. So, hey, I'm signing off. It's still early. I'm good. Good timing. This is not a very lengthy video, just informative, but I'm already at 30 minutes. So thank you all so much. Stay safe. Keep your immune system up. Look for these 5G towers. I read in the news article recently that Las Vegas was removing on the Strip of Las Vegas all of their natural palm trees and installing 5G towers, but they were putting like fake palm tree leaves around the towers so that wouldn't be easily identifiable by the public. But just know radiation is real. It's a health danger, and you need to build your immune system for this airborne radiation that's being distributed in the air, but it's not going anywhere because it has to channel this AI intelligence that's on pace to take some people's job. Some jobs are going to be outsourced in the future. And so this is on pace to take warehouse jobs. Self-driving trucks is what it's going to do. More robotic system, the stuff that you've seen in Matrix and Robots by Will Smith is coming live. More children will use it to have remote learning from home. And on the report that I seen, and when I find it, the video, I will put it in the comment, is parents just in an uproar that, they were so close to some schooling and concerned about the health of their children. So some parents may choose or elect to do homeschooling, as a result. So look out for that. And again, if you want the Queen of Crypto report, just hashtag, leave in a comment whether you're watching this live in the replay, Queen of Crypto. I'm not sure, it'll probably be next week sometime before I can get that available to you, because Monday I'm beginning the closing process on a condo. So I guess I love my alliterations. I love the C's: credit, crypto, condo, coins, silver coins, and capital. Another phrase, another alliteration you all need to know and be aware of. You need to be able to get capital. Capital is the bank's money, and you can only get that with your credit. And stop being a consumer when it comes to your credit and be an investor. All right, last question. Do you work on LexisNexis? Yes, Rod. LexisNexis is a smaller credit reporting agency. Oftentimes when it comes to bankruptcy, you have to delete it off LexisNexis as well, right? So thank you so much, you all. Thank you, Nigel. Good year. I appreciate you all tuning in. You are back to your, hope you're doing something to prepare for this global depression, right? I just talked about the global recession, but you need to prepare for this global depression in the upcoming works. Hey, this is Queen of Credit here. I'm signing out. This is to your peace and prosperity, to your credit and your cash flow.